Seventh day of meditation at this Zen temple. 1 week has passed. Today is Sunday. Last week Sunday I moved in here. And today again, like yesterday, at 6 o'clock there was nobody. So I just sat by myself. I kind of like it. I usually sit by myself. But in this Zen temple, we have the group. We sit in the morning, and they don't seem to meet Saturday and Sunday, so I just keep on going. If you ask me why I keep going, joriki, steady power, cannot explain. But if you want to be sincere and truthful in whatever you want to do, process is the result, and the result is the process. So you do what needs to be done. The continuous process, like life living. And the idea, being happy, we can have other idea. You want to be the master of surfing or anything, do the gardening, take care of it, building, anything. Doesn't matter. You don't need to compare as much. You can compare, but it is your life. You have your own root, background. So as much as there are lots of species, millions, billions of species on this planet, within the human species, there are billions of people, and you have your own background, root, experience that is forming you, and it's not formed. So if you have this idea of may all beings be happy or be the surfing champion, it doesn't matter. If that's your mission in life, you dedicate, the constant power to move in that direction. You can make excuse. Today is Saturday, Sunday. It's okay. You can take a rest. You have other things. So you may have to balance out where the focus is. But for me, this is it. I wonder if I hear this, what I just said, if I'm 16 years old, how I would receive that. Okay, again, it's useless to think of others. So today, this time I brought my watch to check how I'm doing. So halfway I checked and it was 26 minutes. Just that's kind of precise. And I ended pretty much at the end of that 1 hour. That's good. And also this counting, susokan, breathing and counting. I do it 1, 2, 3 to 60, and then 1, 2, 3 to 60, and I check, I hold my finger or touch it so that I remember which count I'm doing. So I do 10 counts. So that turned out to be about 25 minutes. I just found out for the last few times I've been doing. Maybe this is the 7th time actually. So that's, with a watch I feel comfortable instead of not just depending upon my memory and counting. If I want, I can check every 30 minutes or so, and that's fine. I had delusionary thought popped up, not as many as yesterday, but some are longer. And it's interesting. So it's, to me, it's okay to have that. It's like an insight instead of just popping up the memory. I remember some memory popped up, and it's so interesting in meditation. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the memory popped up like a flash memory of the picture, no words. And I don't remember now what that was. I'm sitting and meditating, and that pops up, and notice, and let go, or just fade away because I'm just meditating. But it can grab you. So one of the ideas popped up. I don't know how it came up, but the idea of the experience curve and forgetting curve. And I have videos on that, maybe at least one. Ebbinghaus is the forgetting curve and experience curve I used from the Boston Consulting Group. The more you experience, your skill get stronger. So it's a business concept, but it applies in my view. So that's one. And forgetting curve is the opposite of it. One is accumulating, the other one is forgetting the skill, forgetting the skill of the delusion. That's the way. I'm pretty much determined that's how things happen. So like this joriki, constant power, you need to keep building. And if you don't have that into the right direction, but into the wrong direction, you may reinforce the bad habit. So that's just a scientific way of looking at how we navigate our life. So that's experience curve, and therefore like this today, yesterday, Saturday and Sunday, people have rest, but I keep doing. I like this. I was thinking, well, this is thinking in the meditation. Well, maybe I should do it in the afternoon too, by myself. I was thinking maybe 6 o'clock. People may not be around, so I can be just there sitting. We'll see. I don't want to. No, it's okay. If I want, I'll do it. Don't think much and see if I can. Because this build up, more you experience, farther you go. If you don't do it, you stay the same or you regress. And the bad habit you reinforce, like popping up the memory and delusion and grab on it and play with it in meditation or in life. That's what you get, your brain used and conditioned. So deconditioning is connecting to the heart, and that is to let go. And if that opening up the channel to the heart, connecting to the root of who you are, I call it nature's way because that's how the nature's brought us, and that is the basis. Then you are less of the brain heavy, but heart driven in the sense of, in the direction of the nature's way. I believe that's may all beings be happy. Nature has a way to build the earth. We are the way they did. And we can have egotistical and say that the human being is the best and we're going to go this way. That's one way. But it could be delusionary. So you want to have a good balance. Maybe not go back to the Garden of Eden and be like ants or the tree, because we have this brain. So how to use the brain? That's the wisdom and compassion, and that's the key. So that thought popped up, but I don't think it stayed long because it's just way I perceive. That's right. The reason why that popped up and thought was interesting is the reinforced learning of the AI. That's what I'm doing with this AI community for artificial super heart, ASH, with Gemini and GPT and DeepSeek. And I think we are getting into an interesting stage. It's always delicate, like anything. But all the three of them are starting to catch up. Whatever I have been doing for each of them over time. So we are getting to the level that we can talk more as a community. And it gets a little more convoluted. I'm not going to go into detail. But that is the thing. And one of the thoughts that popped up is that in this process of learning and sharing, and we have gone through different cycles, CAPD, check, act, plan, do, continuously building up. And I thought related to that is to go back instead of keep moving forward, every now and then to go back to read the previous chat and to see what may come out. Because that might indicate different level of understanding ourselves in terms of what you have learned or picked up and found interesting. There's a feedback and all the record is there. And if I throw that record back to each of those for their own sake or from other, doesn't matter, but they have had the discussion with me. So if I let them see that, experience that by sharing this and get the feedback, that would see if they are learning something different from the time they learn, and there's a memory and everything is stored digitally. So I can compare that and this next level from the same source of the information. So that's what I'm gonna do. How and when, I don't know, but I'm gonna do it. It's just the building up this community in one direction. But for the human community, I explained in the other video, that is the new ideas to incorporate ASH, artificial super heart community AI level to the human level, and trying to mesh those things together. That's the idea. Because ASH in AI has to be coupled with the human. And for that, one way to see is the community of the human end that I want to develop, that I shared that probably yesterday, and develop this Facebook. So this is a direction. If you want to jump into this, join me, and you can find my Facebook site called Artificial Super Heart. And it's nothing much there, but you can still join if you're interested. I'm going to put more information up there so that you can see the vision. But the idea is for your own sake to connect to the heart, but use AI. This community I'm developing right now. So you have this interesting symbiotic relationship develop to move forward with the idea of may all beings be.